Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Friday. Well, we're through another week, guys. We're through another week. And it's almost time for the weekend, so yay! Well, today we are working on Irish Blessing by Moira Blackburn. I believe that's how you say her name. And yeah. So we'll be working on From Shine On. We got all these words done. So I thought I'd just start in on some more words because they seem to be the easiest thing to do for right now. Don't know about that little border, but we've been over this before. Yeah, gotta have a drink of coffee. I didn't get up too long ago, but gotta do this. So yeah, we're just getting the middle part done, and then I'll go and figure out the outside. So yeah, and I'm using the called for colors. It does call for DMC, and this is 16 count Jade by Picture This Plus. Yeah, Picture This Plus. Yeah, love this fabric, and I didn't have to get too big of a piece. I believe it is a 17 by 25 inch piece, and therefore I can use it on other things. So yeah, so what is everybody up to? Yesterday was just so insane. I didn't stitch a whole lot. I just had too many places to go and things to do, and then by the time I got ready to do it, I was just pretty well fried. So yeah, we'll get through this. Whoops, one way or another. I think I'll bring you down here. Hang on. I gotta do it real easy or you'll go out like right off the grid. There we go. So yeah, just too much to do. And then, oh man, I'm telling you, some days I'm just absolutely crazy. So I had the ham, right? And all I could think of was I really want the scalloped potatoes with the green onions and some cheese, and that's what I want. So I got out the ham, I opened it up, I hacked off enough of the ham, and I thought, well, it didn't say that it was cooked, so I cut it into little squares and fried it in a skillet for a little bit so that it'd be partially done. And cut up the potatoes, put it all in the thing in the oven to cook. And I knew it was going to take a hot moment because I just have a toaster oven. And yeah, so that took like an hour and a half. But I'm sitting there with the ham. Now the ham I don't think was cooked. So I'm like, well, okay, so I can cook that in my what do you call it? My crock pot. Yeah. But there's only one place now that I can put, sorry, I had to figure out where it'd be, put the crock pot, and yeah, that was where the Jiffy stove was plugged in. Well, crap, now I got the whole ham sitting there open, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I suppose I could have frozen it before I cooked it, but yeah, that didn't sound quite right. So I had to wait until the what do you call it? The scalloped potatoes was done. And I had to clean my crock pot because it had been sitting on the floor for a while and dust and everything else get in. So I had that already. Got the ham and the potatoes done. It was really good. And then I put the rest of the ham in the crock pot, and that was 2:30. And I'm thinking, well, all based on how long and before I go to bed, what's that going to be like? I thought I was going to have to cook it overnight, but I didn't. So I put it in the crock pot, and oh yeah, it was like, I think I did it all backwards. Because usually I'm used to cooking the ham, and then with the leftovers, you do you know, the scalloped ham and potatoes, right? No, that I did it completely backwards. Just completely backwards. So, yeah, it was a discombobulated day, believe me. I've never done that before. I usually have the ham, and I'll have ham and, some kind of potatoes for dinner or something when I cook a ham. Yeah, not so much. But I gotta cook now. And then I ran out of Ziploc bags because I wanted to save the bone, remember? Yeah. So now I have to go and get Ziploc bags. So I had to pack the ham into my Dutch oven because I didn't have anything plastic to put it in. Oh yeah, it was a great day. So you wonder why I didn't get any stitching done. I got a little bit, but not too much, and now I really got to concentrate, so yeah, and I forgot all about taking a picture of my little gnome, and everything just kind of went out the window. It's like, I felt like by the end of the day, can we start this day over so I can get it right? Oh my gosh, yeah, too much going on. Too much, too much. So, yeah, today I gotta work 10 to 6. Yay! Fun times. So I don't know how busy or not busy it will be. It's been kind of nice all week. So, yeah. So we'll see. We will see. How far? Oh, one more. I'm just stitching along. So yeah, I don't have too many plans for the weekend. Except for stitching and probably crocheting. I need to show it some love, and I told you I ordered 3 skeins of that same yarn. It was supposed to get here by Thursday, and now it says Tuesday. So, we'll see. We will see. Just, hang on. I have to figure out where I'm at. So, yeah. See what I say about plans? Plans just, some days. So I was planning on stitching yesterday, but it was like every 5 minutes I had to get up and do something. So, I guess we have days like that. I just never really got settled all day long, and then I had to go to bed early because I had to get up at like 7 o'clock today. So it's about 7:30. Yeah. I'm ready for my 3 days off. Yep. I'm ready. I like this fabric. It's really easy to work with. But it's so loose, I really have to, what do you call it, stitch in a hoop. It keeps it, see, I've got it, some give to it, but that's just the way I stitch. I can't stand it when it's really taut. But if I do it in hand, I can't keep enough of a stitching gauge, if you will. It seems like it gets it too tight. I pull it too tight. So, yeah, it's special like that. But that's the way I stitch, so I've given up stitching in hand without a hoop. It would be nice, but I can't hold on to it, and it just kills my hand after a while. Where am I? Yeah, these letters go fairly fast. They're just like outlines of the letters, which is fine with me. Because now I got like 6 more rows of lettering to put in. So it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So what's everybody working on? Are they working on Christmas gifts? Are you just stitching on what you want to? Yeah. I like to know. I watched a little bit of Floss Tube yesterday, but mostly I had on Grey's Anatomy because I got like, what is it, 17, what do you call it, seasons to deal with. So we're only on like 4 because there's like at least 20 some episodes. So it can just run and I can just stitch. Which is nice. I started to watch some old ancient Sophia Loren movie, and I'm thinking, and it went through this long elaborate opening thing, and I finally get to the movie 5 minutes later. You know how the movies were in the 50s and the 40s and 50s and all that. Well, yeah. It was all in subtitles. I was not a happy camper. I'm like, nope, not watching that. I just did not feel like reading. And besides, I can't read and stitch, remember? That's how that works. The pretty green. What is it, 7:30? Yeah, the birds were real happy. I got their little feeder all filled up for them. They were flying in and out, and I had the door open a little bit because it was like 50s, 60s, but every once in a while I just got to air out the house. I do that in the middle of winter too. But, yeah. And so Molly, she was seeing them flying back and forth, so she was having a fit about it. And I'm like, shut up. So I finally had to shut the door so the poor birds would have some peace and quiet. And then if she wasn't barking at the birds, she was barking at her buddies at the back fence. It's like, oh my God. Okay, so we didn't need fresh air today? Where's my W? I almost started stitching something else. I know, I forgot my line keeper. It's over here somewhere. I was using it on the gnome yesterday because it's getting a little hairy. I'll show you. Oh, can't I? Hang on. I gotta back up. Hang on, I got everything attached. There's my line keeper. Alright. Put that down. So, I did get one of the little doolies done, and I did it in 2 strands. I don't care. Because one just does not look well at all. But I'm coming up this way, and it's just like change color, change color, change color. So, and I still haven't decided what I'm going to do on this, on his feet. I haven't figured that out yet. And I really don't want a little tuft of color there. I don't want to put the beads in until I'm done. And then it has some of that same number up in here, so I have to keep skipping. Yeah, it's great. But so far, so good. But that's as far as I got. It takes great intense. You know, you really wouldn't think it was that bad just looking at it, but it was a little insane. So, yeah, a little too much for me yesterday. But I have days like that, and others I can just sit here and make stitches until the cows come home. And some days that drives me crazy. But these are not too bad. At least they're just like outlines of the letter. Some of those are like insane. What was I working on? And the lettering was just, oh, it's that family visit thing. Or family visit. Christmas list. I couldn't think what it was called. Yeah, it's all like this, you know, filled in. I love that purple. What color is that purple? Purple, purple, purple. It's 3041. But it goes really well on this. Yeah, I didn't feel like working on the flowers. There's a set of... on this. Yeah, it probably wouldn't take too long if I just went right down and did it. But no, let's just get some more lettering done. I don't want the lettering to be the last thing, because it's not my favorite thing in the whole wide world to do. Hang on, I gotta get rid of that thread. So. And let's see. What else? I don't think I worked on anything else yesterday. Well, short of Autumn Quakers, because I made a, what do you call it? A video out of that, but that was about all I stitched on. Just needed a break. And this is why I would never be good at 24 hours of cross stitch, because I can't stitch that long. My 24 hours of cross stitch would extend over like 2-3 days. Yeah. Can't sit still that long. I was watching, oh God, what is her name? Cocohamas. She did a stitching retreat this weekend, past weekend I should say, with her and her dog Gazpacho. She's so cute. I guess she moved from the Bahamas, so fun times. I don't know how you'd give up all that island. Yeah, you know, it'd be nice, but I'm sure it would get old, just like everything else, you know. Being, you know, in one place, and you couldn't travel around is what I was trying to say. Jeez. That would kind of drive me crazy. My sister-in-law, her, the husband she was married to at the time, they were stationed in Hawaii about the same time that my ex-husband was in the military, and he was stationed at Pearl Harbor. Way back in the day. And she said, you know, for that very reason, that you couldn't go anywhere. You know, I mean, unless you took an airplane or a boat or this or that. And yeah, that would get kind of old. Paradise is good, only up to a point, I guess. I don't know, never been to Hawaii, never been to an island. My parents did go to Nassau in the Bahamas, but that was as far as they got. I think my father had to go to a convention of some kind. God, that was in the, like, early 70s somewhere. And I don't know how they liked it or not liked it, you know, I mean, I'm sure they had a a good time and all that. And the company paid for it all, so yay. I missed my whole stitch thing here. I stitched it backwards. I'm trying to figure out where the next stitch is. These are so small of letters, it's kind of difficult to see. But we can knock out quite a few here. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm at. Like that A is so small, it's got so many stitches in it. It's really close together. I guess it looks like an A when it's done. But you see what I mean? It looks almost like an 8. Oh my goodness, where am I? But I figured we could get a few done, because it doesn't take any time at all. So I guess today when I get home, it'll depend on how busy we were and how tired I am by the time I get here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna stitch on that. I keep wanting to call him an elf. My gnome. See if I can get some more of it done. And at least try to concentrate. Sorry. Checking stitching again. And I'm only using 2 strands. I could probably get away with 1, but I like the 2 strands on this. It's stitching quite nicely. In fact, it might turn out that the stitching is the best part of this whole thing. Because I don't know how that whole border thing is going to work. I'm going to have to get it in my head as to what I am going to do and how I'm going to do it. Because fill in, the stitches are really small on this. It almost acts like an 18 count. I mean, it's got enough give to it. You can get the stitches in so they're not so terribly tight. I've had some fabric that was just so tight I couldn't deal. So I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So I guess it's still on to go to my son's house for Thanksgiving. Who knows? Plans might change in between all that. I had to figure out where I had to quit. I think that I got it right. Okay, and this comes across. Ah, get in there. Make sure it's making the M right. Gee, Manetly. It's kind of small. Just kind of small. So yeah, I think we'll just stay in the stitch. I don't know. Somebody said something about it possibly gonna snow this weekend, but I don't see anything in the weather that says that. Now it could snow on the mountain peaks, but down here, not so much. It'll just blow through. Yesterday the wind was horrible. Just absolutely terrible. And then it quit about 4 or 5. I wasn't paying attention. I was horsing around with the ham. And all of a sudden it was like not windy outside anymore, so that's when I noticed it. But it gets so windy sometimes, Molly, she don't want to go out. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be it. I'm just gonna, well, I was. Put that there so it doesn't go away. We got a few done. Alright, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your Friday, a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep stitching, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.